We are in Tallinn's largest park right now and we're gonna check it out. But first I need to figure out how to get off this boat. Cinnamon bun. Whenever I travel, I always feel like I need that one day where I can just relax and take things slow. And I can't really think of a better place to do so than being in a park. And that's why today we're here in Cadair York. That is literally the biggest and the prettiest park in the city here in Tallinn. One of the best European museums is here. The palace that is fit for a king is here, and we're gonna see it all. Even though we're gonna try to, take it all nice and easy. Basically, how I see it, there are 4 different distinct areas, and we're gonna see them all. For anyone who is saying that there are no summers in Estonia, I want to speak to you. It's so hot, but I need to look presentable, so yeah, jacket on. Honestly guys, the best bit about this park is the Cadair York Palace. It was ordered by Peter the Great for his wife, Catherine I, as summer residence. It was designed by an Italian architect, and honestly, walking through this park, it feels like I'm somewhere in Florence or in Paris, walking through the streets and just like stumbling across this beauty. And if you think that this is the pinnacle of this park, just wait until we're gonna get inside the palace. I've heard it's like 10 times more beautiful. Yeah. Also, anyone in for a swim? I am. In this room we have the whole royal family gathered together. So behind me we have Peter the Great, then his wife Catherine I, Catherine I on the horse, Catherine II, she's not the empress yet, so clearly a very carefree stage here, and Catherine II. It does look pretty impressive, doesn't it? What a room! This is the fireplace, and just on top of that you have initials of Catherine. Right, they did say that the palace is built in Baroque style, but I did not expect so much extravaganza. This is just... wow! Can you imagine having like ballrooms here in the 18th century? It's so pretty. I did a bit of a homework before I came in here. I didn't quite remember what Baroque was all about, and when I was doing my research, it was basically the main 3 features were that you have a painting on the top, this room has. First you have lavish furniture, plenty of that here, and third is just amazing attention to the detail, and there's plenty of details in this room. Wow, what a place. I loved exploring the Cadair York Palace. Who knew that exploring Baroque is so cool? If only there was more. This statue right here is designed by the very famous Italian sculptor called Antonio Canova. He has this amazing triangular-shaped tomb in Venice. I think, if my memory serves me right, it's in Basilica del Frare. An actual piece of Venetian art standing here in this museum in Tallinn. Wow. It looks so real. How is it so real? Wow. I know it's probably a weird thing to mention, but the wallpaper, the Chinese themed wallpaper, is pretty dope. This day so far has been absolutely fantastic. We're literally across the Kadriorg Palace. This two-story building used to be the kitchen house. I mean, kind of makes sense. Large palace, large kitchen. Obviously, this is no longer the case. Right now, this place is called Mikkel Museum, and it's named after Johannes Mikkel, who has donated his private collection, his huge, massive private collection, to this building. This is the largest foreign art collection in all of Estonia. We can see ancient Chinese and Japanese porcelain, as well as Dutch and Flemish paintings. Tallinn, you are wonderful. From the outside, the building might not look like much, but we actually spent about an hour and a half here. Combined with both museums together, it's like 4 hours in total. You never think it's gonna take that long, but it does, and it's awesome. All right, cool. So I'm asking here locals what they like about Kadriorg Park, and I've got here, what's your name?
Richard.
Richard, lovely to meet you, Richard. So what do you like about Kadriorg?
I like how unique the vibe is, also how the pond is in the middle of the park.
Yeah, super relaxed vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you come here to chill?
No, I work here.
Right, it's another very hot day here today in Tallinn. And yeah, the jacket needs to go off. When you're going to be walking in Kadriorg, you will definitely come across Kumu. Kumu is an art museum that, when it opened its doors in 2008, it was voted the best contemporary art museum in Europe. So it's a really big thing. In short, it's a building of 4 different floors that has one of the biggest collections of Estonian art between 17th and 21st century. My favorite bit is, however, the building itself. It's carved into the limestone cliff, and we had Finnish architects who came here to design this building. It has a lot of sharp edges and a lot of like Nordic curves. It's an amazing thing. And if you'd like to know a little bit more, we actually spent a whole afternoon checking out what's inside this awesome building and what sort of exhibitions you can see in our video, which is called 24 Hours in Tallinn. You can check out this video here. And when you're going to be coming here, this area is just perfect for picnic. It's right next to the main entrance. Nobody actually comes here, and in the shade, it's awesome. As soon as you walk into the Japanese garden, it feels completely different. It doesn't even feel like I'm in Estonia right now. Like, I've been to the gardens in Japan, in Tokyo, and it actually feels very similar. I'm on such a massive kick about Japan right now, and I'm so happy that here in Kadriorg Park we have Japanese garden. The cool story about this garden is that they actually flew a proper Japanese landscape architect all the way from Japan here to Tallinn. And initially the idea was that they're going to be using only Japanese plants, but because Estonian winter is a little bit longer and a little bit harsher, they had to improvise a little bit, and they used a mix of Estonian and Japanese plants in this garden. And honestly, I've been to Japan, I've been to Tokyo Gardens, and it feels really, really similar. And similarly to the gardens in Tokyo, in Japan, here this is a place where you meditate, so you have to be really quiet and really peaceful. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing now. Cool little bit that I learned is that the same architect who designed this garden has actually fell in love with our cobblestone old town of Tallinn, and he used this inspiration to plant a lot of rocks all around the garden here, and I feel like it's such a cool story. Like, thank you. Look like the Vegas Strip, lighting up when you dance. Got your thread stripping with the glitz and the glam. Ain't nothing gonna hold you back. Anyone hungry? Rolling, red carpet everywhere that you go. Talking so smooth, carry on a roll. Since the theme of this video is kind of that Kadriorg is so much more than just a park, which it totally is, it's only fitting that for our very last spot, we're gonna go to this hidden off the beaten track, a restaurant which is amazing, and I've seen some pictures, super excited about that. They also have the secluded garden, which on a summer day like this is exactly what's up. Let's get in.
The building itself, it was built during the 19th century, but no one actually knows by whom and when exactly. It was built as a summer villa. It used to have like actually its own like boat, how do you call it? Boat pier, exactly, because the sea used to be as close as the main road is right now. Yeah, it was literally by the sea, like on the beach.
So they actually have a whole floor upstairs. Looks amazing. Wow. But my favorite bit, I'll show it to you in a second, is the terrace with this view. We just got the dish, but let's be honest, we got the dish. TripAdvisor people are raving about it, the guests in the restaurant are raving about it. The staff said to me, yes, this is the dish to have here. Lobster ravioli. Tender, chewy, spicy, with a little bit of pepper, and that's beautiful dill sauce here. Oh, it's Italy, it's summer, it's just, what's up? Yeah, wow. The recipe for this dessert dates back to 1730s. How often, and I mean it, how often do you get a dessert that looks like a picture to a T? Let's dig in. Wow. It's sweet, it's sourish, you have a little bit of that bourbon aftertaste. Oh my God, it's such a well-balanced dessert. Guys, I have to have another bite. I always wondered why Peter the Great decided to build his summer residence so far away from the sea, so far away from the water. And what I've learned today is that all of this used to be the sea. And, you know, Tallinn has changed in the last 200 years. But what hasn't changed is that Tallinn is still a very cultural city. Honestly, guys, today has been absolutely fantastic. Welcome to Visit Tallinn series, and I will see you in our next episode. Also, check out the sunset. August and sunsets in Tallinn is the jam.